Oh boy, let's see how this goes then. Hello, my name's Chris. I'm a production coordinator in TV and film. I started my career in music videos when Con answered one of my DMs, luckily, and kind of gave me his contacts because he's such a nice guy, and it allowed me to kind of network and push on. I was in music videos for about 5 years before I moved on into TV and film. Now I'm trying to step in front of the camera a little bit, make my own content. Realised it's very hard. You're all caught up on the past now. I want to talk about the future of this channel, what I want my content to be. I want to make deep dive content where we look at one specific topic and just dissect it into parts so we can all kind of understand it a lot more in depth. This kind of deep dive content stems from me not being very clever. It stems from me wanting to learn more, and I've only really realized now the importance of continuous learning and understanding the world around you. As you've gathered, I'm very new in front of the camera, so if I come across nervous, weird, shy, awkward, yeah, it's because I am. So I'll work on that. I'll try and make things flow a little bit more. This will really test my editing skills. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see if I can polish a turd. However, I've got a trick up my sleeve to break the ice a little. I thought it'd be fun to go through the old music videos I was a part of, and we can kind of react and break them down, and I'll give some stories from behind the scenes that you might enjoy, hopefully. Fingers crossed, find it interesting. Anyway, I've spoken too much now. Let's get reacting. This first music video will be very familiar to a few of you if you're into your UK YouTube. Yeah, it was quite a big one. Randolph KSI Beerus, directed by Con, who is the one that got me on this. I was a lighting trainee.
You don't like me, that's established. Keyboard warrior, ugly ass catfish. You can never act this out here, living that lavish life. You should be embarrassed, yikes. Cash in the vault, so it's safe to say your boys stay dry on the rainy days. Royal flow, put me center stage.
Very Breaking Bad. There you go. Said it as I said it. So I'll pause it here. Con got me on. It was when because Con would check up on me, making sure that I'm doing what I'm supposed to, reaching out to the people, networking. He was really good with helping me progress. I can't thank him enough for that. And then when he found out I had an interest in lighting back then, he brought me on as a lighting trainee for Beerus, and it was amazing. I'd never seen a music video on this scale before. And even now that I'm out of music videos but had done it for 5 years, this is still one of the top budgets. Like, at the time, I think it was £80,000-ish. Could be wrong. Could definitely be wrong because I was only a lighting trainee. It was only what I've heard and whatever through the grapevine. But yeah, that was definitely an eye-opener when I got there. We shot it in Printworks. I don't know if you guys know Printworks, South London. It's like a massive warehouse where they put on events like rave type things. I don't know if it has closed down now, so it might not exist anymore. I've got a feeling that it doesn't. But regardless, let's get back into it. The visuals are really good. I think they've held up really well, even now. I'm just going to pause it here again because I don't think people really take in how important lighting is. Because obviously there's the 6 visual lights in the background, like behind them. But then also this blue off here needs to be set up just it's because you don't see the light, you won't maybe necessarily think it's been set up and orchestrated like that. One thing that you will know about it, but you definitely won't think about it, is how heavy this fucking equipment is. Yeah. And my job on this was basically to carry everything, just do all the grunt work. And even the cables that connect into these lights are so heavy. It was insane.
Young winner come fear us. I'm a god like Beerus. Make my mark like over Mars. I don't see nobody coming near us. Ain't no limit where we're going now.
Also, this art department were running around like headless chickens the whole day. It was, they had a big job. Like, the amount of props they had for this was insane.
Women always showing now. On the view in any Judas Lumen make a missing. Ain't nobody kissing now. Young winner, young sinner. Peace when I'm done. In a head spin, a cash spinner. Brother, I'm the bread winner. Bread, but I run. Got a UMP, the soul son. A Johnny Glover, weapon lover. End them so they never bubble. Whoa.
This is a random thing. I don't know why this stuck with me, but obviously when you're on set, you have your tea and coffee stand, and whenever you want a coffee, you just go make it. But it's courteous to ask people what they want and if you can get them anything. Like, I asked everyone, and KSI wanted the tea. I was like, oh, okay, yep, no problem. Like, how do you have it? And he said, oh, just a little bit of milk and 7 sugars, please. And I had to take a double take because there's no way I'm going to put 7 sugars in your tea. I've heard you wrong. And he said it again. I was like, 7 sugars? Like, he just wants, I guess, syrup with a splash of tea. Random trivia on KSI, if that ever comes up in your pub quiz.
Enemies always will hate till I die cause I fucked up their legacy, negative energies. All of the bitches I finish, I keep them in memory. Fuck all my enemies. I am the king of the sheep. You can say it's a wannabe, keep being under me.
Oh, it has to be said as well. KSI, who I'd worked with, this was the first time working with him, but across his music videos, I worked with him quite a few times. Always such a nice guy, like, so down to earth. I think he gets a bad rep online because he plays up to his, like, character, I guess, or online persona or whatever it is, I don't know. But he plays up to it in real life or, like, away from the cameras or whatever. Such a nice guy, just completely normal, down to earth. I don't know why he wouldn't be, I don't know why I expected him not to be normal, but he is. Randolph, first time working with him and only time working with him. Really, really cool guy. A bit less, outgoing than KSI, but I guess when you've got such a big personality like that, you kind of naturally take a back seat to it. Everyone does, I guess. But, yeah, really cool guy as well.
Ain't no limit where we're going now. I got women always showing now. On the view in any Judas Lumen make a missing. Ain't nobody kissing now.
Oh my god. I forgot about this. This green screen, it was kind of like an all hands on deck situation because Con was stressing, because at the time he was really stressing this point that the green screen can't obviously have any wrinkles in it because you can't put the background on it. And we had 3 setups, one on the left side, one in the middle, one on the right side. And we had to make sure everything lined up perfectly. So the background goes from wall to wall, as you see here, nicely. It was very much an all hands on deck situation. And it was like, there's no time to be shy here. Speak up if you've seen something wrong or fix it yourself. But I think watching it, I can't see anything immediately that's wrong or anything like that. So I think we did a good job. Dodgy dance moves though. To be fair, I'm known to judge dance moves. Walter White, Randolph and KSI. But yeah, all in all, this was really good to see just how many moving parts and how intricate a music video can get. It was a real eye-opener for me. Right, going away from kind of YouTube scene, more traditional UK grime scene now. One of my favourite music videos I was ever a part of. Skepta, Nave Smalls, Breeze Mode.
I'ma break the law, then I'ma break the bank. I'ma put some in the safe, then I'ma throw some on the floor. Definitely make some more. 20 dates, had to go back on tour.
Quick explanation of what I did. No longer doing lighting. I went into the assistant directing team. So I was third AD on this, third assistant director. And basically what that means is all the extras were my responsibility on the day. I would make sure they were at their marks, would understand what the scene is, understand what their day is going to look like, make sure they're running on time so we don't delay the rest of the team. There was also a second assistant director who looks after Nave Smalls and Skepta. Basically, he does the same thing, but with the talent. And then first assistant director is the main man for timekeeping. Make sure the day runs on time. Make sure we don't lose any shots because of timings. We'll let the director know, right, we really have to move on right now because we're in danger of cutting it too short and potentially losing a setup at the end of the day. Because obviously time is money, and when the crews start wanting overtime or when the venue kicks you out, it's not a great time for anyone. So this was originally scheduled to be a 2-day shoot, ended up being a 3-day shoot. I'll explain why later. I'll show you the room, the responsible room for it. But the last video I showed you was only a 1-day shoot, because majority of music videos are 1-day shoots, 12 hours. We rarely ever stick to 12 hours, usually ends up being 15, 16 hours, but that's besides the point. This one, 3 days, originally 2. Let's get into it.
See how I'm flexing, count my blessings, praise the Lord. You know the steez, super grease. Nothing nice, tell the promoter, bring the peas. Still ain't safe.
I think everyone played their parts really well. You could see Skepta and Nave Smalls really got into it, as well as the extras did as well. That's why I liked it. Everyone pulled their weight, I felt. And for a music video, you don't always see that. Again, another one where I'm really biased towards Sue Me. That took a good few tries to get right, those cars. It's going through negotiations. Here we go. Responsible room. Before he gets into the negotiation stage, we set up a light in that room. So behind Skepta's head, you're going to see a heat sensor thing. Set up a light too close to the heat sensor. Obviously, after the lights are on for a certain time, they get hot. Heat sensor set off the sprinklers in the entire place and flooded the place. It was like a foot of water everywhere. It was coming down the stairs. Basically, it was grab whatever kit you could save and salvage and get out of there. And obviously, we had to chalk day 2 and reconvene for a 3rd day. I'm laughing now, but if you spoke to the production team, they were not happy. There it is. Heat sensor.
I'm gonna need a camera crew. I'm gonna need some palm wine. I'm gonna need some pepper soup. And if I ain't the
pepper soup,
then I must be the special guest. I pull up and steal the show. And I weren't even trying to flex. Had to touch the after party. She just sent me the address. Said that she wanted me to come, and I told her say it with your chest.
SWAT's got to come in after the breakdown in negotiations. He's not able to make a break for it. Cornered him. Crime doesn't pay, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, really creative music video. I really enjoyed this day, or these 3 days. And we've got some bloopers. I think everyone enjoyed this. Like, everyone had a good day. Apart from maybe production. Look, third AD. There you go. Proof. But yeah, I think everyone enjoyed it. Maybe production slightly less when they had to reschedule the third day, but even still, I think it was a successful one, and I hope you guys like that as well, if that was your first time watching it. Gone from grime now to drill. Really popular when I was doing music videos. Like 80% of the videos that were coming out were drill. I've kind of put this in just to show that it wasn't always sunshine and rainbows for me. This one really tested me, like production wise, and kind of made sure that, yeah, I really want to do this. Even when it gets tough, this is still what I plan to do for my career. This one is Diggity Woy. It was actually called Fresh Home when I was making it. As you can see, still on tag. Because he was on tag, we had to liaise with the officers looking after him, which added a whole new dynamic to setting up a shoot that I'd never, ever dealt with before. Or after, to be honest. But very interesting, just going back and forth with the police about what he can and can't do, and trying to speak to them and get our video to look as good as possible for the director. I had about a week to put this together. It was me, the production manager, and my production assistant, who, poor guy, dealing with me for a week. We've got some cool locations. So obviously we've got like a Crip blue theme going on here. Finding 2 lowriders the same colour in a week was a nightmare, but somehow we did it. And as you can tell here, we've covered the drivers' faces because they were just 50-year-old men who had no business being in like a Crip themed video, which, because they would not have fit in, and the director was just like, please cover their face. These were actually pretty cool locations. We filmed at the old Top Gear test track, but the old one, when it was still Hammond, Clarkson and May. Very cool first location. And then the second location was just a mansion in South London. Really impressive mansion when we got there. But we only used the pool area and the garden. Coordinating this many people in a house though, I felt like crowd control. Oh, now we said that as well. There was also a BBC like documentary going on, filming, I guess, a documentary on his life. I had a little chat with them. I was shocked that they were like in our set. I didn't understand what was going on. Give it a watch. It might be good, might be bad. I don't know. I haven't watched it. Let's get into this. Digger D was actually a really nice guy as well. I don't remember him being like difficult to deal with or anything like that. I think he kept himself to himself, which is fun. I like to keep myself to myself as well. Pull up and shower your pussy Tivoli. She likes the things in life that's fine. I'll blow them racks, it's minor. As long as she don't switch sides like Charon and freeze up the vagina.
turn his life to a timer, let that thing when they pin it's the
Don't do that.
And if it ain't unknown T and them, man, I don't like no other no. Who's that my man? Jump up, fry man. Why is he leaving his right hand? Hey, come back, your boy.
Yeah, that area. I think we broke the ceiling as well.
Who's that my man? Jump up, fry man. Why is he leaving his right hand?
Yeah, that was a interesting day. So yeah, I mentioned briefly, I think we did, the lighting team, when moving around, poked a hole in the ceiling, and I had to obviously talk to the owner, who was understandably very annoyed with what was going on and how much rubbish there was as well. Usually when you're in production, the cameramen go home, they pack their stuff up. The lighting guys, they pack their kit up, and they go home. It usually leaves one prat to clean up and deal with the aftermath. If you can guess who that prat is, tell me in the comments. Okay, preface this video with, I'm very biased on this because it was the first time I had real responsibility. So the last video said that I was a production manager. Although it was a very difficult music video and everything and sticks in my memory, I was quite a few years into music videos by then. This is my first kind of production manager role. This is when I finally felt what the responsibility would be like. And I got it completely by accident because we were on a separate music video for Hardy Caprio, shot from morning to evening. And then when we finished that up, my boss at the time got a call from the director of this, Caleb Dennis, saying, Stormzy needs to shoot a music video and needs to do it now. Can you get a crew together? Literally went round the whole crew and just convincing people to stay on for another 10 hours or so on a different music video. Luckily, everyone was like, yeah, cool, let's do it. Because everyone in music videos is a mad bunch, but that's a different story. So we went straight from one video to the next. And thinking about it, I don't actually think the Hardy Caprio video came out. But we get paid for the attempt, so sorry. So like I said, Wiley and Stormzy were going back and forth at each other. And this is Stormzy still disappointed. All that stuff that you saw, let's take it back a little bit. Still disappointed. All this is me standing on this ledge, cutting up toilet paper and lighting it on fire and pushing it off the edge. The cameraman actually said to me after we filmed that, Chris, that looks shit. Don't think it looks too bad. You let me know. Me just cutting up toilet paper. Visuals by Caleb Dennis. Oh, let me find a good pause for this. There you go. So all of this is basically we went to a local Tesco's, 24-hour Tesco's, and bought big sheets, bed sheets, and threw it over the cars that we wanted to cover up, so to not get random people's cars in shot. And we barely covered this one because this is literally the underground car park of Stormzy's studio where he recorded it. Another fun fact, you can't really see his face, can you? Is this for intimidation? Is this to look scary? Maybe. But the real reason is, because this song was so hot off the press, we printed out his lyrics and put them on the floor. So when you see his mouth, he can lip sync it correctly. Because it was so new that he didn't quite know all the lyrics. That's why we've got always a downward angle.
No, fuck that man, I got done the virus. Sorry, Wiley, you should have been the one to guide us. But since you wanna diss my mum so much, let's talk about why you moved your mum to Cyprus.
I remember listening to all of this, just his lyrics, and I thought, this is gonna go mental. And to be honest, when it all kicked off, and it was up and doing its thing online, I remember I was just watching reaction after reaction after reaction, and Americans were reacting to it. It was really cool to see. I was quite proud of it, weirdly.
Oh shit, I forgot this is grime, so say what you like then. That would have done, it's a type of fight then. Don't mention them niggas, I don't like them. Fuck with them niggas, they ain't my friends, so don't hype them. Mum's life, man, I'm gonna kick him in the mouth.
And another one, Stormzy was so great to work with. So great. I did a couple videos with him over my time in music videos, but really cool guy. Always like up for a laugh and a joke.
Self-centered, you open the door and look who entered. A strong man in the house. Fuck that, I'ma be the man in your house. It's like we'll come home, there's a man in the house. It's like your mum was the only real man in the house. Shower on the rhythm and I'm shower on the mat. Thought it was love, you were sour on the slide. You fuck boy, let me know how you wanna die. 24 hours to reply.
And that 24 hours to reply was literally because we turned it around in under 24 hours. So if we went through that pain, Wiley would have to go through it as well, is what the thinking was. That was the final video. Let me know if you enjoyed it, if you have any other questions that you want me to answer about music videos or just behind the scenes in general, like if you want to get into this industry and you want to know kind of what the roles do and what their responsibilities specifically are, please let me know. I'll try to answer them in the comments. And if you have any topics for me to kind of take a deep dive into, let me know as well. Other than that, if you somehow made it to this point in the video, all 2 of you, then thank you so much. Don't know how you can stomach my monotone voice and awkward expressions, but somehow you did it, so you're the real hero. I'll see you on the next one.